is hi. You guys doing okay? You're doing all right? Good, okay. The other thing that I'm supposed to say is that we have I don't know if you guys knew this, there's like a university in our city. It's called the University of New Mexico, and at the University of New Mexico, there's this place called the Christian Challenge, right? You know about it. Okay, she knows about it. And they generally try to go around, they get churches to come in and provide a meal for the college students there at the Christian Challenge, and we've been asked if we could help, and so on December 1st, we're going to be trying to provide a meal for a bunch of hungry college students near campus. And so if you are interested in helping us out with that, there's a couple ways you can do so. You can do this by buying food to be then cooked for the Christian Challenge kiddos, or you can help to actually just make a dish and do that as well. And the third way is to help deliver the food / hang out with college kids. If you happen to be a college student, you should be there on that day, and you can eat the food as well as, kind of be there as a part of Rio Church. And so, yeah, that's happening again, December 1st. Ask Ellie. Wave, Ellie. Hello, that's Ellie. And she can give you a little more detail on that. She's kind of our connection there. Aside from that, we have recently restarted our small groups. They're kind of seasonal in the way that we do them. We just finished up men's and women's ministry, and now small group, discovery group style is back in session. So if you want to join a small group, discovery group, start one even, you can speak to Katie, who is, I believe, just out there at the connection table. So kind of short, I think she's blonde now, right? She got blondish hair. Anyways, orange sweater. You could talk to her. She's out there, and she'll get you hooked up in a small group or help you to start one. And then speaking of men's and women's ministry, the women's ministry wrapped up a couple weeks ago, but the men's ministry officially wrapped up yesterday, right? Officially. And so just to say a few things about that, would you guys give Danny a warm round of applause as he makes his way up here to share a little bit about the men's ministry?
If you went on the men's camping trip, raise your hand. Half of the people behind me are raising their hands. It was great. We had a Marine captain and an Eagle Scout with us, so we were safe. But yeah, we had about 10 guys with us camping this weekend. We went up to the Jemez, had a great time, a lot of great conversations. We talked a lot about what it means to be a man in terms of biblical manhood. We heard a really powerful testimony from Clifford. And then from some other people as well. Nathan led us in worship, and it was really cool to sing the songs we sing here with the imagery of nature and 100 billion stars, and to look up and see 100 billion stars. So that was a really great time. We're committed to do this twice a year, so if you didn't make it this weekend, don't worry. We'll be doing this a lot more often in the future. If this is your first time here and you're a man, we want to get to know you and get connected, so definitely grab one of us, and we'd love to introduce ourselves to you. So that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was a great time. We're really thankful for Danny and his leadership as he organized this whole thing. Thankful for Cliff and his testimony and everybody else that shared. And we have a renewed, I don't know, I can speak for myself, but I think I speak for everybody when I say we have a renewed commitment to this church, a renewed commitment to each of you, leading you as well as the men in this church, and a newfound respect for the Lord, new humble, realizing how much Jesus, brought himself low to become our sin and die for us. So as we stand and get ready to go into our worship set today, I just want you to think about your own sin. Would everybody join me in standing and bow your head and close your eyes for a little while? Think about your own sin. This was something that I reflected on a lot while we were all camping. I think sometimes we lie to ourselves about the stuff we're going through not being as intense as it maybe is. I know I've done that in my life. When I make a mistake, I don't want to own up to it right away, and I say, it wasn't that big of a deal. But to God, all sin is sin, and that sin is what Jesus died for on the cross for us. The wages of sin is death. That means that because we sinned, death was deserved. Someone had to die for the wages of sin to come to fruition. But Jesus took that death on the cross for us. He took the punishment that we deserve. So just spend a few minutes with you and the Lord. Just confess your sin to him. Just feel his forgiveness wash over you. It's hard to feel forgiven. I'm very hard on myself when I make a mistake. Sometimes I don't want to be forgiven. I want to just wallow in my guilt. But that's not the life God has for you. God loves you. God has forgiven you. And you choosing to feel guilty despite his forgiveness is a form of pride, saying that you know better than he. So just spend a few minutes thinking on your sin, confessing your sin, and feeling God's forgiveness.